From 2014 to 2018, there were 3,318 children aged 12 and younger killed in motor vehicle crashes. And while some were buckled properly in the correct car seat, a majority of them were not. And this morning, Brickey with the Kingsport Fire Department is here to discuss the importance of child safety seats as part of National Child Passenger Safety Week. Appreciate you being here, Barry.
Hey, it's my pleasure.
I was looking over, you sent me some statistics and I was doing some homework on those. Nearly half of the people that use a car seat are not using it correctly.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And the scary thing is that, you know, you may think the child is in there in the right way and think the belts are right and things like that, but you won't know until there's an accident. And I would rather help on the other side when you're getting it installed, or the baby is coming in, you're expecting a child, or as the child is transitioning from one seat to another. That's the best time to get that seat checked.
And I think a lot of folks want to move their children to the front seat a little too soon. You got to take into consideration leaving them in the back seat, and rear facing is the best way to go.
It is, and you know, Tennessee state law says a child can go from rear facing to forward facing in a seat at 1 year and 20 pounds, but the American Academy of Pediatrics say as long as they fit in the parameters of a rear facing seat, they should stay rear facing. This seat I have here with me actually is a convertible. It goes from rear facing to forward facing. And rear facing in this one, a child can be 40 pounds, up to 40 pounds. And then once they hit 40 pounds, you can turn them around. And then there's a lot of things that change with that. When they're rear facing, where the belts go through across their shoulders, it has to be below the top of the shoulders and be nice and snug. When they go forward facing, the belt position changes. It goes above the shoulders but still snug. And so there's a lot of little things like that, and especially this chest buckle. I see a lot of times families will have pictures of their kids in the car and this buckle will be down on their stomach. And that could cause some serious injuries if they're in an accident. It needs to be even with the armpits, right there on the chest. And that way, you know, it will do its job.
Yes. What is the biggest mistake you see most folks doing when they put their child in a car seat?
Well, those I just discussed are, and then the actual seat being in securely. Like this one, if it's forward facing, let's say that's the front of the car, the back of it's going to be nice and tight, it'll be tethered. You may use the latch system, which is part of it, or you may use a lap shoulder belt, and you need to make sure you get it tight and get it locked off, and that way it doesn't move. When it's rear facing, if this is a rear facing seat and this is the back of the car, it's going to be at it's going to be at this angle, and then right here where it's against the seat, you shouldn't be able to move it or move less than an inch. And then that way it's really good and secure. And the same thing kind of goes with the booster seats. We see a lot of children in booster seats. They're riding down the road and the belts aren't in the right position, so they take that shoulder belt and they'll put it behind them. And that's not a good idea.
That's doing no good there.
Yeah, you can get some pretty bad injuries that way. And the best thing to do is have one that adjusts, and here is where the shoulder belt goes. And then what it does, it lines that shoulder belt across the collarbone, so it should hit on the middle of the collarbone. If it's up here, then it's in the wrong place. If you're using a booster seat that doesn't have the back like this on it, there's a little piece back here.
Yes. You can turn this around if you want to toward the camera.
And on the back, this one is actually hiding up in here. This is the piece that you would use if you have a low back seat, and you would run the shoulder belt through that, and then you would tighten it up to where it just hits right below the top of the shoulder, and that will pull that shoulder belt over right there across the collarbone and put it in the right place.
Now, a good rule of thumb, when is the proper time to make the transition from this to this?
Well, whenever you're going from this seat to that seat, it'll be forward facing. State law says at 4 years old, a child can go from the 5-point harness into a booster seat. Now, if you have a seat like this one, some of the seats will actually go up to 65 pounds forward facing. And if the child still fits in it, you can still use it, or you can transition them into the booster seat. But at 4 years old, they can go into a booster, and then they'll stay in that booster until they're 4'9" or 9 years old.
There you go. All right. That is so important to know, is when I know a lot of folks want to make that transition, but it's important to keep them in that and rear facing as long as you possibly can.
Absolutely. Now, if somebody would like to have their car seat checked, we do that at the Kingsport Fire Department, Johnson City Police Department, Johnson City Fire, Bristol Fire Department does that, THP does it, and also the Niswonger Children's Hospital does it too. Now, if you want to find the technician in your area, you can go on safekids.org and look up your area, and it'll show you every single tech that you have. have close to you.
All right, Barry Brickey, thank you so much for taking some time with us today. Folks, important safety tips here about car seats. And like I said, it is National Child Passenger Safety Week. Get your car seat, get your booster seat checked today, and you can do that right there. See that information at the bottom of the screen.